Hey, Art.
Mark! Sorry, I thought you were someone else. Just leave your suit and I'll have it fixed by morning.
I actually came to talk, but if you're busy, I can...
What's on your mind?
Well,
Ah, I see. Girl trouble.
That obvious, huh?
It's all over your face, kid. Pull up a chair.
Hey, panelists, welcome back to the show. I'm Mark.
And I'm Jayme.
And this is Panels of Pixels podcast, and we're currently covering Invincible Season 2. And this episode, we're covering Invincible Season 2, Episode 6. It's Not That Simple is the title of the episode. So the synopsis, Jayme.
After 2 challenging missions, the Guardians of the Globe struggle to work as a team. Meanwhile, Mark tries to balance his hero duties, personal relationships, and his future as a college student.
Sounds like everybody in this world at this point.
Right?
Everybody has their own things that they're challenged with, but with Mark's situation at this point, he's dealing with being a superhero and his father who's an asshole and left
Not
him
becoming his father.
and also leaving him with a stepbrother who's purple and having to deal with all the other issues with Martian at this point too. Your initial thoughts, what were your initial thoughts of this particular episode?
I really liked it. As usual, there was a lot going on.
Oh yeah,
lots of character development, lots and lots. There's only 2 more episodes? How are they going to wrap this up?
They seem to do well with the writing, and it seems like now with any shorter shows that are out there, like or miniseries or like even like seasons, half seasons, they're wrapping up and they're giving us more. This episode was about 50 minutes long, almost an hour, but they were able to do a lot within the writing to actually get us there, which I really did enjoy. My thoughts about it, I really did enjoy the episode. They did clear up a lot of few things that were there and then threw in nuanced issues within people like Immortus, Donald, and
Rick.
Rick is the robot, right? Or
no, the boyfriend of William, who is
not
not sure about life and what's worth living in or how to live life after being dead.
Yeah, and then Angstrom at the very end too. We get a little bit of a tease about Angstrom too at the very end, which is very odd.
Yeah, we haven't seen. Let's just talk about him because that's an easy thing to quick talk about.
Yeah,
he was a big part of the beginning of the season,
and
then disappeared.
Yes,
and now he's back,
and he's got a suit.
Yeah, a well-tailored suit on that weird neck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I almost forgot about him. I almost pushed him off to season 3. And now I'm like, well, wait, how are we dealing with all of this right now? We have so many storylines going on right now.
It's like the long story. We haven't even gotten to the twins. Remember the twins?
Yep.
We never got them. I wanted to bring this up the last time we podcasted and about the last episode. I'm like, wait, we didn't even get the twins. What's going on? The Muller twins. What happened? and we never got anything out of it. So I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised that come the end of the season, we get the Muller twins. And then Angstrom comes in again because I think they're going to salt and pepper Angstrom in because they still have to deal with this whole Mark dealing with the Guardians, his feelings for Eve. Because we do get that within this episode too, yep. Everybody. Obviously this is spoiler, everybody, and it's already been notated. So, but the thing is that he's dealing with his issues with Amber throughout the episode, and there's this whole conversation, which is really cool because you see it between Eve and I'm forgetting who else, and then Amber and somebody else as well, or it was Mark and
It was Mark and Art,
ah
the costume guy.
okay, and then on top of that, then you had Amber talking to somebody else as well, and it was like, wow, and the conversations coincided.
The way they did that was gorgeous.
It was amazing within the conversation because you could see the correlation within it of how they both feel, and the writers were very good with this.
It was so good. Neither one of them wants to give up on the relationship, but it's also not fair.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly to Amber, but Mark realizes this.
Yeah.
And doesn't
doesn't
want to be his dad. He knows exactly how Amber feels.
Yeah, because Nolan never had to deal with this whole dichotomy of these issues of being a super and what he was as a Viltrumite, what he was doing on Earth. And then with Mark and his
he should have dealt with those issues. And it seemed like it did. Now it's seeming like it did affect him more than he let on at the end when he left Earth.
Yes. And now he has another child, which Debbie is dealing with. And,
oh my God, Debbie.
Oh, I love for the
she
fact
is a
how
saint.
She's embracing this whole thing with this kid, and it's amazing. And I love her for it, and I love that character more so.
She's amazing. Once a mom, she is the best mom ever. And she's doing it in spite of Nolan.
Yeah.
For Mark. And she is chewing this kid's food.
For him.
Oh my God.
Like a bird. You chew your food, you spit it into the kid's mouth, and then they eat it.
Yeah, because they don't have the enzymes. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, and it's wild. But the fact is that she's showing love for this kid too. So in a sense, she's adopting this child. And just like Mark is her own child, she's adopting Oliver.
Because she would have every right to give him to Cecil. Every right.
Every right, but the thing is, she doesn't want to for the fact that Mark has an attachment to his brother. Yeah. And she loves her son, and she wants her son to be happy. And
when Mark came home and Oliver was like, brah, 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 brah,
brah, brah. It's like he knows right away. That's my brother. And it's like, oh. But the fact is also
calling Debbie Mama.
Yep. Yeah. And all those things. And it's amazing. And I just love for the fact that, even though Debbie has this anger and hatred towards Nolan, she will care for this child, knowing that it's Nolan's other child from another woman or an alien at that too, and is taking him in as her own. And
But how smart is it to have the nannies come visit to see the purple child? That was my only...
That was a weird thing. I agree with that, too. Especially when you got the one person that says, yeah, I was sent by Cecil. And,
I can see the reason... I can see her reasoning for picking that person. Because the person was flat out honest. Like, yeah, he sent me, but fuck him. Which could be a game.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a game, could be a play, and it worked. But she's also got a resume of dealing with special kids. For those who can't see me, I did the air quotes for special.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I can see why she picked her.
Yeah.
Cecil was going to get, even if she picked someone who was not on Cecil's payroll, Cecil was going to weasel his way into that person. So at least this way.
There was honesty within this person, in my opinion. And I think that showed just exactly how these people are, and they wanted to help her genuinely, regardless of Cecil. I'm pretty sure the nanny was like, well, fuck Cecil, he's an asshole.
The first one, the one that she said, you're a plant, I know a plant when I see one. Do we think she was actually from Cecil?
No, I didn't think so.
Which is why that person sees little purple Oliver running around. Like, do you not report that for child abuse? I know they live in a world where there's superheroes, but it still feels a little weird.
Yeah, you would think that woman would actually report her going, hey, she dipped her child in beet juice and made him purple. you know? But, and the fact is, like, she had to go through that whole thing of these steps and, then she finally gets the nanny that she needs, which is good.
Yeah,
And honestly,
she needs help. You
she needs
can't,
the help. Yeah.
even if you're not working. And is she still working? We don't know.
I think she is.
I think so too.
Yeah, which is blowing my mind. A lot of work from home, probably. Who knows? But I find it interesting in the very beginning of the episode that we start off where we left off.
As we should have, because we left on a giant cliffhanger like 66 Batman, like I said.
Yeah, exactly.
We needed to come back to last time on.
Last time on. And unfortunately, we get Rex getting hit in the head.
Dude.
Oh my God. You think right away he did.
Yeah, I thought that whole crew was gone.
I thought so too. And
I mean, they basically were. Two of them barely made it out.
correct.
Barely.
Yeah.
I mean, and the fact that Rex made it at all is completely impressive.
Yeah, that was impressive. And the fact that we do find out later, spoilers, everybody, yes, spoiler full, and we're going to say it, Rex did survive. He got shot in the freaking head.
And lost an arm and some chunks of body and...
Yeah. Oh my God. And still retained what Rex is usually. Because Rex, his attitude, his personality.
Like, just stood up. He's like, of course I'm okay. Why would you say that?
Yeah, exactly.
But then, in the hospital, he was like, I feel kind of bad about how I treated women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was like a rude awakening. He needed that shot in the head to figure that out.
Yeah.
Some guys need to do that. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys out there. I'll say it. I'll admit it. Sometimes you need a knock in the head.
Girls too.
Well, that is true. But
theoretical knock on the head, not actual knock on the head.
Exactly. Yeah. Theoretical. It's like an epiphany.
Yes.
There you go. A lot of guys
Nobody needs
need that.
to actually be hit in the head.
Well, some guys, yes. Women, no. I will play that advocate. So it's like, yeah, guys need to be literally shocked to the head. Sorry, guys. I'm not pulling my man card at this point.
But we also found out his adorableness of loving interior design.
Oh yeah, this is magazines,
because the internet's boring.
Yeah,
because there's no interior design on the internet.
Yeah, it's like, okay, there's something about Rex that is more regular within people's lives, but interesting facts and unknown facts about Rex that we get.
Yeah,
I really love it. It humanizes him, and that's what it is, and I really do enjoy that. Oh, yeah, and then I love how Mark actually visited Rex, and he was missing his hand, and he's feeling very sorry for how he treated women and everything. And even with Eve himself, he actually talks about how bad he treated Eve. So it basically humanizes Rex, and I think that's literally a strong point within this episode. So I think within Mark and Eve, Rex is there as a good person.
I think Rex is gonna be more of a team player.
Yeah,
we got to figure out if Immortal's gonna get his head back in the game or not.
Well, that's the whole problem. He lost somebody within this too.
Yeah, and he hasn't dealt with that feeling before.
No, he has.
And the first time you deal with that, not that it ever gets easier.
No, it doesn't.
But the first time is by far the worst.
Yeah, and Immortus is immortal, as we all know. But the thing is, he has also died, but came back. as we all know.
Yeah.
But the thing is that he has never faced mortality at this point, and falling in love or being in love with somebody and then losing that person and then having to deal with that, the aftermath, and then living a life outside of that too, which sucks.
Yeah.
It does suck. The one thing I would like to talk about is Rex is not completely dead, but he winds up killing Lizard King.
Yeah. Badass Rex. I mean,
he was an animal. Darn that. Oh my god. It was like total redemption at that point. He just like basically stood up for himself and everybody else at that point, and I just was so glad to see that. So visceral and everything. It was really good.
it was so good.
Yeah.
And nice and gory, too.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Visceral.
We always have to have the gory scene.
It's got to be gory. It's got to be what it is. So that's why this is animated, everybody. And those of you who actually listen to our Akira podcast with Lara and Rob and I, wow, go listen to it, because Akira was the start of all this. And I'm starting to see a lot of the traits of how I like to call Japanimation or Japanese animation
Yeah.
integrated within what's currently now the standard, not only for Japanese animation, but also regular animation. You know, you get that through DC as well. And with this through Amazon Prime, when we talk about Invincible. So I'm just glad that we get this kind of adult based animated series. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, why? Who watches animation as adults? Well, we do.
Lots of people. They have been forever.
We have.
Hence The Simpsons.
Well, yeah, technically.
Rick and Morty.
Family Guy. And,
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Bob's Burgers. I mean, I can keep going and going.
Yeah. But the thing is that the fact of the violence and everything, that was more of a Japanese animation thing, not until the mid to late 80s. Yeah. And I try to bring it up. I tried to look for the actual episode or the movie that I watched that I brought up on when we talked about Akira. I can't remember it and I can't find it. I was like, where is that movie? I could not remember it. I remember it because I was like 11 or 12 at the time when it came out. And it was very brutal. And I remember my father at the time saying, can he watch this? And I was. But mind you, you had Voltron, and Voltron was cutting monsters in half and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
So, Japanese animation was very much a factor and influence into what we have now today.
And also, even with the Japanese animation, like a lot of the shows hit on some heavy stuff, just like this show does. It's not just violence and gore. There's some heavy emotional stuff in it. I mean,
well, storylines and plot based about reality. Could be rape. It could be abuse. It could be relationship. A lot of things that are very, we already know this based upon Nolan and Mark with their relationship. And then Nolan and Debbie at that too. So it's very construed and really, really hard to really decipher. But it's one of those things that you go through it and then you look at it and you're like, oh, I want to know more. I want to see how they get through this. I want to see how it all gets resolved, or how do they survive? And, it's kind of dramatic. And I really do enjoy this about the show itself too, because you really care for the characters. Yeah. Eve, Mark, Nolan, Debbie, hell, even Cecil or Rex.
I was gonna say, even Immortal at this point, and I'll be dead. And I completely forgot about Rick until he shows up. Like, I had to look back. I'm like, wait, who was he? I was like, oh yeah,
that guy. Yeah. And it's amazing what they could do within an animated show and the story And it's a credit to the comic itself, which this is based upon, everybody. Yes, we are Panels to Pixels. This is a podcast about, a comic turned to a show or an animated show at this point. And it's amazing at what we get from what they do within it. And it's a credit to the storytelling and the writing, and I'm not like trying to kiss Robert Kirkman's ass, and I'm not in any way related to him.
Despite your last name.
Yeah, except for my last name. That's the only thing. I'm sure I'll get a message from him going saying, "Hey, stop talking about me in the third person." But honestly, I do enjoy this, and it's a credit to the actual original story. Now, mind you, if you get the omnibuses, forget it. You're going to be there for days because these things are huge and thick. There's like 2 or 3 of them, the compendiums that are out there. So if you're out there reading and following along, it's great. But let's talk about another character who we all love, Alan the Alien.
Yay!
Yay! We love Alan.
He's still adorable, even as
Alan.
a giant beefcake.
Yes. And the fact that he tries to talk to Immortus, and he was in Immortus's mind. Immortus was ready to kill him, and then Mark comes out of nowhere, and they have this conversation, Mark and Alan, and he goes, "It's only one way, dude." And he had to talk.
Oh, dude, when he starts interpreting or passing the message along, I'm the king of space, and then making fun of the beard.
Yep.
Like, all the best parts of the beard. You're missing all the best parts of the beard. Oh my god, I lost it. That'd be these parts.
Yeah. I just love it. Seth Rogen is perfect as Alan the Alien.
Oh, he is brilliant.
And I just love the character itself. It's a comedic twist, but also fully heartfelt in the character itself. And I just love it. And I'm glad that we did not lose him.
He's like, can you just tell me where you live? That would make things easier.
Yeah,
just tell me where you live.
Yeah, he is the comedic relief that we do need, but also
it used to be William, but they've kind of knocked William out of that. He hasn't had a good.
They toned him down a bit, and they kind of like influenced and give more of Alan into that. I'm hoping that we do get more William later on. I'm sure William, that will happen.
He's still sweet and oblivious and happy and doofy and has a good heart, but he used to be funnier.
Oh yeah. The only thing I could bring up would be, the funeral sucked.
Oof. That sucked bad.
And you can tell how Immortus was upset about Kate's death. And
that might have been the first time he cried too, based on how that one tear.
It shows his humanity of regardless of his immortality. And I think that's really what needed to be done, for the fact that he is a person that feels and expresses. But I think at this point he started to really embrace the idea of mortality in his life from people,
And just before that, the hospital scene with that the song Dream Team by Aiden Knight. Oh my god, that was the music in the show is always spot on. Mm-hmm. And that was the start of you seeing him more human. Just with it was just heartbreaking watching Immortal and everyone else just seeing what happened, because the guys in space came out pretty much unscathed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they had it rough. They had a real rough time, but they worked really well together as a team. The other team just got killed, literally.
Well, on top of that, the fact that I'm forgetting what they are called, the Squidums, Sequids. There we go. They take over for Adam Eve.
Yeah, Adam Eve and Robot?
Yes.
Is that the other one? Yes. I'm like, that was the very beginning. I'm trying to remember now.
Yeah. And the fact that they take over their like, well, Robot's human physicality, his young self, the robot that we know. And then they wind up actually stopping the Sequids at that point, which was great. But the thing is that, and on top of that, they had to deal with the Martians at the end.
Yep.
And the Martians were real assholes about it.
Oh my God. And dude, so the Martians were assholes.
Yeah.
But when I kind of love that we didn't have to see them like get through the Martians. They were just like it was just a quick jump cut to them on the spaceship, the stolen spaceship fleeing.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we don't have any guns. And then Mark's like, I got this. And he just becomes this, for lack of a better term, human, because he's not fully human, but a human like ballistic. Yeah. It's just, whoa, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah. He was like, screw this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get them. This episode had its ups and downs, had its nuances, and I really did enjoy it.
Yeah.
We did get a little bit more about that. Mark actually does investigate the books of Nolan.
Yep, he gets them from Art, which I'm glad to hear that Debbie's still talking with Art. So at least we know she's talking to somebody who's not Cecil.
Yeah, and I thought that was really incredible. And the fact that he was able to obtain some of these books, because Art was like, well, your father gave me these. And I thought, oh, whatever. I was like, and now, mind you, Debbie had burned or got rid of the other books. And
thank God it wasn't that he left little notes in those specific ones.
Yeah. It was literally stories based upon Nolan's life. And if you read into it, it was very much, a story about the Infinity Ray with a space rider. So that was something realistic that happened to Nolan at certain points, but he put it in, fictitious form.
And then Alan comes in. He's like, no, it's a space racer. Well, in the book, it's the rider, whichever way it went. But, he changed it very, very little.
Yeah. So he kept his real life work within the fiction that he was writing as a pseudonym. And it worked out. And the story of Ragnar seems to pique Mark's interest. He knows something was there within the story that reflected Nolan's real life as basically Omni-Man. So he starts to realize, okay, these are stories about my dad and what he had done and what he was going through, but he wrote these throughout the years while he was on Earth.
What fiction. I'm also wondering is if he is putting together a team that can defeat the Viltrumites.
That's what I'm thinking too, for the fact that if he's encountering these other people and he's putting them in the story, that they're able to actually utilize that and then move forward.
He's leaving the team that he needs to be rescued. And we've got the other.
Yeah, and Mark could go out and find them.
Yeah. But Mark doesn't want to leave just yet. Like, he's got a lot of Earth going to.
Yeah, I know. And he's really attached to his brother.
But I mean, the Viltrumites, if they're going to kill Omni-Man, they're going to come back and kill Earth, because apparently it's Earth's fault that Omni-Man stopped being a good Viltrumite.
Yeah.
So Mark's going to have to leave anyway.
Yeah, but we have Alan Alien, and he's led by a Viltrumite that...
A former Viltrumite. So between Alan, him, and those books, I feel like that's what we're working on, is getting a dream team together.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what we're aiming up and gearing up for, everybody. So by the end of the season, we're going to be stuck on another, guess what?
Yeah.
Hanger. And
well, technically we had a cliffhanger for this one too.
Yeah, we did. But the thing is, I honestly think that's the best way to do it,
Oh, yeah.
And it's kind of like the old when my mom and my dad were young and they would go to the theater and you would have the shorts, Flash Gordon Conquers the Universe and everything else. I think they're working it out that way in the sense that it keeps us tied to our chairs, doing what we're doing right now with this damn podcast. And we're just
And
like,
I'm glad they didn't drop the whole season at once, so that way you could take your time with each episode
exactly.
and have to wait a little bit.
Yeah, I hated that for the fact that, all right, you listeners know that I didn't complete What If when it came out during Christmas and the holidays. It was very hard for me with work and everything. And then I wound up taking like 2.5 months off. I released I think 3 and 4. I still have to finish off the rest. And then Steve and I still have to do our overall thought of Echo when he gets back. Did he get back from New Zealand? I don't remember. But
I think he's stateside again. Whether he's home or not, I'm not sure.
yeah,
But I do believe he's stateside.
I haven't talked to Steve in a while, so everybody. But Rob, Frank, myself, Steve, eventually, we're all going to get back into the swing of things just like we are here. But yeah, with What If, they dropped it all a day after day after day. It's like for podcasters to do this, it's like unless you work from home and have at least 2 hours to 3 hours a day.
I was gonna say I work from home. I still have a hard time.
Exactly. I don't. But I was like, yeah, I couldn't keep up. And I knew that it was going to be, there were going to be times in between, which is fine. We'll go back to that eventually just for fun. And I'm sure you guys will still listen in some respect. But it's like when it comes to this, when it's weekly, it's a lot easier because we get to do like 2 or 3 days later. You guys can listen, and then 2 days later, guess what? The new episode's out, and then you're all ramped up, and you listen to us and had fun.
A nice reminder of what happened last week when you get us
Exactly
just before.
Yeah.
Because I do that with other podcasts, or I don't listen to it until right before the next episode drops, so I have a reminder of like, oh yeah, that's what happened last week.
Sometimes I don't even watch certain episodes like the day of. Like I think with the ones that live, I missed episode 4. I watched it like I was half asleep in the middle of the morning, and I watched it, and I was like, all right, and I went back to bed and never went back to it until like 5 days later. And I was like, oh, okay, good to know. And then I watched episode, 5, and then I had to be on live with Jason and Alex. And to be honest, I shouldn't be on live. I honestly will say that it's one of those things like I didn't have my mind in the right space, and it's like a live reaction. So those will be a little bit different later on, eventually. But there's a lot of movies that are out there that we want to get to. And I'm sure Rob, when he comes back with Fantasy Picks Movie Edition, he'll want to talk about Ghostbusters or what he didn't like about Ghostbusters. Afterlife. Or what is it? Cold Empire?
Frozen
Empire. Yeah. And
I liked it, but I'm not going to defend it against the people who don't. I can see why other people wouldn't like it.
Okay.
So I'm not going to defend, but I personally really enjoyed it.
I'm pretty sure it was enjoyable. I've yet to see it, everybody. So
if my personal opinion is if you are a big fan of the franchise, you will enjoy it.
Okay.
If you want to be nitpicky, then you won't.
Okay. Good to know. Also, they have these cool, awesome, Ghost Trap popcorn holders.
I went to Movie Tavern, not AMC, so I couldn't get the popcorn holder.
I bought them on AMC's website.
I debated doing that.
I went there, and guess what? There was a line, everybody.
On the website?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
It was a queue that you had to be on for the 23rd. We're doing this on the 25th, but I was there, and there was a queue, and all I wanted was 2.
Did you get one?
Oh, they're ordered, and they're coming my way.
Yay!
One I will hold for myself. one I might give away. I don't know. But the thing is also I found out I bought 4. And I can't return the other 2.
I might know somebody who's willing to buy one off.
I
of
know you will. I know you will. I know. And I wouldn't do that to you, Jamie. I wouldn't charge you extra and everything. But
okay.
but the thing is that I was like so surprised. The proton packs, the backpacks, went fast.
Yeah, they were gone way before.
But those were $100 a pop, everybody. But
I don't think they had as many as those either.
yeah. And honestly, to me, it was always legacy in the fact of you had to have the trap because you love the idea of the trap.
The trap thing is so cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. So I'll let you know what's going on. I might have a giveaway or what have you. So keep that in mind, listeners. If you're a fan or whatnot, if not, Rob will probably like, I want one. Even though he was like, dude, they were like $40, but they're life size. Yes, I know, Jamie.
Yeah.
You keep raising your hand. I said, I know that. But they're life size. They're actually life size.
Yeah,
And,
it's so cool.
it's so cool. Our friend Megan actually took a picture of her son with somebody who actually had one in the theater.
Oh, I felt so bad. She was 2 people away from getting one at the theater.
Yeah. And it's one of those things. But keep in mind, go to AMC's website and where they have merchandise. Guess what? They do have discounts later on if they have overstock. So within this, they will probably have overstock. And I found something that I really wanted, and I wound up buying it. It was from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and it was a popcorn holder with a large freaking Rocket the Raccoon.
We got that one in the theater. We have that one here too.
Oh, you have it? That
Yeah.
thing is heavy.
Yeah.
So,
Because we saw it, we're like, oh, Malcolm will love that. We're like, Malcolm will hurt himself with this.
yeah, that thing is heavy. I'm like, I looked at it. I'm like, but I bought it for like $15,
Oh no, we paid movie theater price for it.
which was like $30 or $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that they put them on discount. So go to amctheaters.com and go to the merchandise and look for anything that's discounted. You can find stuff from The Flash, Black Adam, Guardians of the Galaxy, the Marvels, a whole bunch of stuff. And then they have stuff that they didn't even have in the theaters itself. So, that's my cheap pop or plug right now for AMC. So they got away with that. And I'll put that in the show notes. But back to Invincible. All right.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's why we're here.
Yeah, that's why we're here. But it was pretty cool that we did get Nolan's information within Sci-Fi Books. I thought it was amazing. And then Mark is reading those books now and starting to understand more about his father. Jamie already kind of like gave that information of like maybe he's building up a super team.
Yeah. And that's a theory. I don't know for sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is. And the thing is that Mark needs that, but also you would have incorporated within that the Guardians of the Globe too, as well. They would be there to help Mark as well because he has a sense of team with these people, and I'm looking forward to more of all things Adam, Eve, and Mark together because I have a funny feeling that relationship's going to prosper.
It feels like they're pushing it.
They are pushing it. You guys let us know. You tell us in your thoughts and your feedback. It'd be amazing because I thought it was amazing. I was like, oh, I really want this. I really want this. And we got a little quick ending scene. The Viltrumites trying to break Nolan at that point, too, with what he knows and what he did and why he did it. We got Clancy Brown as General Craig, and he grills him about everything on Earth. So we know that the Viltrumites are probably going to go or stage an attack on Earth itself, meaning that Mark's going to need a supergroup or, alliance with people. So you got Alan Alien He's going to be a friend. Then you got the Guardians, and then whoever.
I don't know
else.
how much the Guardians. The Guardians have been wiped out by just Omni-Man before. I don't know.
That is true, but they showed a lot of resilience while Mark was gone. So I think
think they're tough for most other things. I just don't know how much they'll be able to help against Viltrumite army. And we've got who's Alan working with? What's the name of the guy?
Oh, you're talking about Peter Cullen's character. I'm forgetting. Yes.
Like he is going to be more helpful than the Guardians, in my opinion.
I think so too, and it would be so amazing if we do get Peter Cullen back, voicing that character and being in the midst of the fray or the fight that we want to see. It'd be amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. So obviously, as you listeners know, we have not read the comic, so we're watching this as it unfolds. And these are adaptations of the comic to animated, but they do skip and they change a little things here and there. So if you guys are out there and you do have any information about the comic within relation to where we are at the story, let us know in the comments. Obviously, send in feedback and we'll let you know about feedback when we get to the end of the podcast. But that's about it for me as far as overall like things that I liked, enjoyed, and little things that I did pick up within the episode that it just keeps me intrigued and keeps me watching, Jamie. So anything else that you had?
The only thing we didn't talk about was how the hell did that sequid come out of Shapesmith's sink?
That's a good question.
Like, how did it get there? I don't feel like it's just one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty easily gotten rid of once it's found.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like this is going to be a big problem. Now, I may eat my words next week. But how the fuck did it get there? That might be the bigger problem. There might be more of them all around. Like, did that ship crash somewhere and they're all around? Like, what is going on? How is that in his sink? His putrid, vomit-filled sink.
Well, Shapesmith is still a Martian, as we know. So it can't penetrate his skin, but it can attach itself onto him.
Definitely was controlling him. He had the crazy controlled eyes.
Ah, interesting. So it kind of mutated.
Something happened. Yeah, I don't know if living in the crazy, yucky sink helped it, like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle type of thing going on.
Secret of the Ooze. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. All right, well, we'll find out more later as the episodes come about. I'm pretty sure we're going to get that more of that information as we continue to watch the show. Like you said, this is episode 5, so it's either one more.
No, episode 6.
Yeah, well, this is episode 6, so we probably got 2 more.
We got 2 more, yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised. That's going to probably be part of the cliffhanger that we're going to get on 8, if anything. And then we have to wait another freaking year.
Hopefully it's only a year.
Oh, hopefully it's a year. It's been like, what, 2 or 3 years since the last time?
It took forever to get season 2. I mean,
it did. Yeah, but, Steven Yeun was kind of busy. Everybody else was busy, even though they could work from home. Everybody.
Well, who knows?
Yeah. We all have a way of recording from home.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in a studio right now.
Okay. You're paying like $150 an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally where I'm spending my money.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're buying eggs and everything else that you need for your kids and your boyfriend. All the food that you need and then paying that lovely mortgage.
Stupid mortgage.
Yes, I know. All right. Well, with that, we're going to move on to interesting quotes. So that's the last leg of what we could talk about within this particular episode of Invincible Season 2, Episode 6. So, Jayme, do you have any quotes?
After the babysitter, April said, "I work for you, Mrs. Grayson," and Oliver was like, "Mama boss, mama boss, mama boss." Let's see. Oh, and on that note, also when she was like, "I don't know how you raise children in your lab or whatever," he's like, "We paint," and Cecil was like, "We paint clouds on the ceiling." I thought that was a really good response from him. He doesn't usually have that kind of.
No, but also it's kind of like, oh, all right, I'm trying to appeal to the kids.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was mostly a joke, but I don't know.
I think it was mostly serious at that point, going, yeah, we painted clouds on the ceiling for the kids. It's like, and he's like him oblivious.
Yeah.
But yeah, one that I have would be from Mark saying to Amber, saying, sometimes I wish I didn't have powers and we can just be together.
Yeah.
And to me, that was so genuine for the fact that he just wants to be normal.
Yeah.
And I think that literally sums up what Mark is. He doesn't want these things. He doesn't want the responsibility. But still, however, he is responsible for everybody and everything. And
he
feels
doesn't want
that.
to. And he doesn't want to be his dad, but he doesn't not want to save the world. He can't not save the world.
Exactly. It's so sad. One I have is from Eve, and she goes to Rex saying, "Hey, these are home decorating magazines and magazines for Rex." And I think it was to somebody else. I guess because he never really had a home before.
Yeah.
And and it was like so cute for the fact that it shows how human that Rex is.
Yeah.
And how he wants to be somewhat normal and have a normal life. And a humanized Rex in a sense of like, yeah, he's not talking about girls and getting with them and being corny as he usually is. But I really enjoyed that.
The only other one I had that we hadn't already talked about was Immortal. I just thought we had more time together.
I
feel like that's everyone at a funeral.
Yeah, and that was
no matter
regarding
even
Kate.
if you know it's coming.
Yeah, even though I've encountered that, and I felt that recently with a friend who passed away recently, and that kind of hurt me really hard. I knew his time was limited for with what he had done in life. He was a rock star, and I've seen him at his worst, and I've seen him at his best. And yeah, him and another friend had, they're amongst the legends of rock in my local area. One of Twisted Sister and one of the band called Cities in the New York City area. Twisted Sister would be AJ Pero, and recently my friend Steve Irons or Steve Maranovich. And it sucks when you know what happens to people that deal with excess, but they change their life.
Yeah.
And then it just like all their excesses catches up with them. And I love both of them. They're great. They were great people. They will always be with me. But the thing is that sometimes it hits you so hard. And with Immortus at this point, he didn't realize, because he is immortal. He didn't really realize mortality at that point. And not, I hate using Highlander terms. Who wants to live forever? And you can't. And a great Queen song, everybody. So if you all know me, I'm a mushy gush. But I do love Queen, and I do love Highlander. And guess what? They're coming out with a new Highlander. I don't know why.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't know who's going to be in it, but they also redid The Crow, and we will be talking about that at a later point. And yeah,
Didn't need
Jayme
it.
has Jayme has her opinions. I have my opinions as well. So does Lara. So eventually, when that movie does come out, we will be covering that.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm going to spend money on that movie.
I will probably go see a matinee, and I'll give my opinion, my thought, and that's about it. But to move on, I have one last quote, and that would be from Alan the Alien.
Yay.
And this is a funny one. He goes, "You know what a sock on a door means on my planet? It means someone is getting busy." And then Mark's like, "Yeah, it means that on every freaking planet."
Oh, I also love that we learned that douchebag is international.
Yeah, it is.
Do you have that? Or intergalactic?
Intergalactic at this point.
Intergalactic. You have those on this planet? I've made that reference a lot. Do you know what I'm talking about?
And Mark's like, "Yeah, I know."
Oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah, it's like those little things and the things that we love of Alan Alien. So, oh man, this episode had so much good moments and really really eye-opening moments about characters
And just heavy shit about rebuilding your life. I mean, Robot, we glossed over it because it was easy to gloss over, but Robot was having some existential crisis.
Well, so was
Rick
Donald.
is having an existential crisis. Donald's having an existential crisis. Eve is still not sure of herself.
Yeah, and
We got
I think
the whole Mark and Amber thing.
Yeah, this is still growing within the show, and this is what I hate saying it, encapsulates us to actually watch it and keep watching and wanting just to keep watching and going forward to find out what happens next. So with that, we're gonna move on, and we gave you our quotes. We didn't get any feedback, which I understand, everybody. But
I deserve this because I am the worst at writing feedback to people.
Yeah, I understand.
So this is my fault. I'm sorry.
No. But the thing is like, it's always out there. And for you to send your feedback.
And it doesn't have to be this episode. It can be another episode. Or like I've said before,
anything.
You can just write in and say hi.
Exactly.
Or leave a voicemail and say hi. Let us know you're listening.
Exactly. You can literally just state, hey, I'm here. I've been listening. I love what you guys do. Or, hey, I really don't like this part. Can you change it?
Yeah, you guys suck.
You guys suck.
Can you go back to the top 5 format instead of just recapping in a weird order?
We kind of evolved and changed that for the fact that a lot of people do a top 5. And then
the way we talk about it is the way you'd be talking about it with a friend, which is exactly what we're doing. We're talking about it like friends because we are friends talking about an episode.
Exactly. And that's how Rob and I wound up eventually creating what we did, and the format has changed for casual talk. And I just love and enjoy that idea. It's like, oh, well, we don't have to talk about it in any specific order. We could just talk about a subject or a particular character or scene and then have fun with it.
And then go start talking about popcorn buckets and come back.
Exactly. And digress. We all have fun with this stuff. And that's the whole thing. It's literally just us and you loving what we talk about. Wilhelm does the same thing, and a few other podcasts that I know of are doing the same thing as well. So, but for you to send feedback, if you choose to do so, all you have to do is go to our Facebook group, which is facebook.com//panels to pixels. I normally put up an image, which I did for this particular episode. So all you have to do is put, your thoughts in the comments below. If you feel that you don't want to do that and you're not into that whole thing, or even Instagram, which is @Panels to Pixels podcast, you could email us at panelstopixels1@gmail.com. And that's panels, 2 is spelled out TO, pixels, and the number 1@gmail.com. You type out your thoughts. We'll read them on the actual podcast, and you could be part of the podcast as far as your thoughts, or you could record yourself and send that as an attachment, and you definitely will be somebody in somebody's ears and we'll play it and we'll comment on that as well. The best thing you can do for us is word of mouth. Word of mouth gets us noticed and everybody else gets to hear us. So you can tell them where you heard us, and we can be found on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcast, or whatever podcast player of choice. There's
Share Mark's post so people can find us.
Yeah, exactly. All you have to do is look at the show notes, but there's a ton of them. Sheesh. We can be found on YouTube as well. Literally, it's the podcast, and I put the image, and it's a static image, but you could hear it that way, or as a podcast itself. All you have to do is search for Panels to Pixels podcast, and just subscribe, like, and ring the bell to be notified when a new episode is up, which, I've been doing a lot lately. I think I put out 4 within the past 5 days. So you guys got a lot to listen to if you want to as well. And those are the best places to check us out and send in feedback. As far as comic book news, there's a lot of stuff going on now lately with Wolverine Deadpool, or Deadpool Wolverine, depending on how you want to talk about it. It's interesting because apparently Deadpool Core seems to be the huge thing that they're talking about. And they're missing like one character. I think it's Baby Pool.
Really?
Yeah. So apparently like Lady Deadpool is in there, Head Pool is in there, Dog Pool is in there, regular Deadpool. They kind of switched out somebody for Baby Pool, which is interesting. So basically, you're gonna have the Deadpool core within the Deadpool movie, Deadpool Wolverine movie, which is pretty cool. I think
That's pretty cool.
They got some interesting art up out there. It's on Instagram. You can find it online. All you have to do is look for and say Deadpool core, and then you can see it, and then you'll see the Marvel logo with them all in there. Headpool, I'm looking forward to because I actually do have a Headpool.
Nice.
He's animated. He works through an app. It came out about 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I had to buy it, and the thing talks to you. You could set it up as an alarm clock, or do gags and gimmicks, and it's fun. It's the voice of the actual actor who did the video game. So
that's cool.
It's not Ryan Reynolds, but he does have that same attitude and flair. So look for that, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a hard time looking for that particular thing. But my niece hates me when I leave it on and the thing is talking when she walks in the door. She goes, Uncle Mark, what the hell? I was like, oh, sorry. She goes, at least you didn't leave it in a refrigerator this time. So, but I digress.
That's funny.
There's a lot of stuff. They're talking about World War Hulk now from Marvel. They're changing a lot of Avengers titles. We don't know exactly yet, so I'm looking for right now. It's all hearsay and rumorville, but obviously Jonathan Majors is not the big bad as Kang the Conqueror. We might get Coleman Domingo, who was part of Fear the Walking Dead. Who was did he win an Oscar or an Emmy? I'm forgetting which. But
I don't remember. I want to say he was nominated for an Oscar. I don't believe he won.
I don't think he won either. But the fact is that Coleman Domingo is an amazing actor.
He is.
And I would see him perfectly as Kang, a variant version of Kang. So I would love to see him as that particular character. But what they're doing with the Marvel is going to be interesting. We kind of mentioned it before about the Crow. The Crow's coming out. We already got the YouTube trailer for that. So check that out and how you feel. Do you think the Joker version of the Crow is a good thing? Or do you prefer the original Brandon Lee version that I do and Lara does?
Jayme does.
And Jayme does as well. So Rob feels that the original Crow was a lot of it was based and hyped on the fact that Brandon Lee died and it was the last movie. Yes, it was, but the thing was, I still think overall as a story, regardless of the comic, and that the adaptation was done well. If they had done the Uber version that I really would want to have seen, which would have been with Jason Momoa, that would have been amazing, because it literally would have been very similar to what Brandon Lee had done, but
Yeah.
more psychotic, because the character in the comic does lose his mind, and they were looking to go that focal pattern within the storyline at that point, and I don't think they do that within this particular movie. So we're literally just seeing another Skarsgård playing the Crow, and it looks like kind of similar to like Jared Leto's Joker.
Yeah.
But I'll still see it, and we'll give our opinions and thoughts when it does come out. But we'll go from there. We're still waiting on the Spider-Man Across the Universe Part 2. Everybody, think about that. Remember it. I love that movie. Rob and I both loved it. We covered it. It was amazing. Still waiting. It's still in production. So, but with that, we went all through all the feedback you could possibly do. But here's the part of the podcast of where can listeners hear us?
Here.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm
Jayme.
not doing anything else.
Well, also, you and I still have to schedule a time. I'm thinking after we finish Invincible,
Just keep the schedule. Yeah, that's a smart move.
we will do Friday the 13th, Part 4. And we'll do that. So that way, for Adrenaline Cinema Podcast, you guys could hear myself and Jayme, and then we're going to continue on with the Friday the 13th franchise. And then we're going to do that and every other. I'm trying to get Jerry back on the game, but Jerry's had some things going on in his personal life, and I'm not going to go into it, but I love Jerry, and I miss him, and I wish him well.
I love Jerry, too, and wish him well.
So
and Chester.
And Chester, yes. If you guys don't know, Chester's his cat who likes to scratch his ass or take his seat, as we all know. But yeah, we miss you, Jerry, and I'm looking to get him back in the fold of doing things more with Adrenaline Cinema Podcast. So you could hear me here on Panels of Pixels Podcast, as always, and Adrenaline Cinema Podcast or Fantasy Picks Movie Edition when Rob comes back. Same thing with Jayme. She'll be available for Adrenaline Cinema Podcast. You could hear her on Watched It in the 80s, that episodes that came out. I'm not sure if Damien's doing much. I've really got to get in touch with him.
He's taking a little bit of a break right now.
He's been taking a bit of a break.
Yeah, he has some stuff going on too.
Yeah. All right. So, but you could check out all that stuff on pyrocoreentertainment.com, and the links are always in the podcast notes. So with that, well, that was our show, and I just want to thank everyone for listening.
And congratulations for making it this far and listening to all our ranting. I appreciate it.
Yeah, same here. So thanks everybody for listening. I'm Mark.
And I'm Jayme.
And this was Panels to Pixels Podcast, and we'll see you on the next panel. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.